Hello, and welcome to Rebuilding, Refocusing, Rising, Overcoming Academic Probation. Some common causes of academic probation might be time management challenges, being able to manage your time and putting that time into a rigorous course load, personal circumstances. Let's say you had some personal challenges over the semester. Academic adjustment. Let's say you are just entering back into the educational environment, or you are coming out of high school and adjusting to college. Sometimes that can have some hiccups along the way. A change in your work schedule. You might have gone from part-time work to full-time work, or got a new job, and the nature of your work may have required different demands and it conflicted with your studies. Procrastination and falling behind, and this happens to everyone sometimes. So perhaps you procrastinate or just fell behind, missed a week or two, and you weren't able to recover. An unexpected illness or crisis during the semester, or a loss of a loved one. The reasons are endless, but regardless of the reason, know that this can be turned around with both time and commitment. Now, you're on probation. Now what? I don't want you to look at academic probation as an end of the road, right? It is not the end of your academic journey, but it's more of a wake-up call, an opportunity to reflect, get a game plan in place, and turn things around. And first in doing that is shifting our mindset. Sometimes we can be our biggest critics. So make your self-compassion a priority. Understand that things happen, you matter, take care of yourself, and you can get through this situation. Setbacks are a part of life. Things don't always go according to plan. So, along with that self-compassion, you want to also have self-care. How do you care for yourself? Mind, body, and spirit, because that all plays into how you show up as a student. So you want to acknowledge your progress, even if it's small steps. You get through week one, okay. Challenge yourself to go on to week two. Learn from any setbacks along the way and celebrate those small wins. You get to half of the semester, and let's say you have a B. Find a way to celebrate yourself, and you want to always find a good balance. So we want to shift our mindset when we're getting this plan back on track. You want to build your support network. Every successful person has people who have supported them. No one does it all alone. And these supporters can be a plethora of people. They can be a success coach, it could be a counselor, a professor or a mentor, campus resources around the college, family, and also friends. They can provide support, being that cheerleader for you, assistance, helping you with a particular task or idea, or provide you guidance, helping you work out those next steps. So you want to make sure you're building what will be your support network, who will be your support network, and how will they help you get through your academic journey. You want to develop a strategy. So you want to ask yourself questions such as, how many classes do you need to take next semester? Do you qualify for an excused withdrawal? So briefly, an excused withdrawal is a process in which if a student has an extenuating circumstance, they can apply for the excused withdrawal through our records office and possibly get excused from that particular semester that they experience challenges. While it'll still be on your record, it will signify that you had an extenuating circumstance and you got an excused withdrawal. So it's really helpful to discuss that with a counselor to see if that's something you will qualify for. Also, do you need to register for the next semester? Depending on the time of year that you're watching this, registration may be around the corner for next semester. And what classes will you register for? A one-on-one appointment with a counselor can provide you with the information so that you can make an informed decision so that you're picking the right classes at the right times that work for you. And do you need to change your schedule? Think about your day-to-day, week-to-week schedule. Do you need to work more? Are you going to be working more, working less? And how does that all play into the selection of your courses? And also, what will you do differently next semester? So, what habits are you going to try to implement? What will you improve? What will you keep going if something is working really well? Think about those things as you go into your next semester. Now, here are some tips, and I call it the academic success top 7. What do you need to be successful? First, you want to be consistent. Little increments of progress, sometimes always, will lead you to success over waiting for big leaps. Small, everyday consistency will help you ace those tests, do well on those projects, and succeed and get the grades that you want to get throughout the semester. You want to be prepared. Read your syllabus in advance. Be prepared for lectures and always study and prepare an exam schedule for yourself. You want to outline your goals, short-term goals, which might be what you want to accomplish this semester, and long-term goals, which might be what is your goal of attending CCP? You want to create a study plan, and this could be creating a plan for when you sit down at the library to study, or this could be creating a weekly study plan as to how you will execute completing your assignments. You want to plan ahead. This is also a part of being prepared. Try to look at your syllabus to see times where you might be very busy academically so that you can plan accordingly. And you want to ask for help. This goes back to tapping into your support network and asking for help when you need it. And also get involved. Statistics show that students who are involved on campus tend to do better. So get involved, attend campus events, maybe join that club you've always wanted to join, or start a club of your own. Involved students are often successful students. Now, what are your next steps? The first thing you're going to do is check your financial aid standing status, which is crucial if you're utilizing financial aid. You can do this by logging into MyCCP, going to the Student Services tab, clicking on Financial Aid, and going to SAP Academic Progress, and then select the current school year. From there, you want to contact the Counseling Center to discuss registration for the upcoming semester or any questions that you might have about academic probation and getting things back on track. Now remember, full-time probation students can only take a maximum of 13 credits every semester, whereas part-time probation students can only take a max of 7 credits. So you want to always make sure that you're within those guidelines. And we also recommend during the semester, check in with your counselor. There's nothing wrong with having an accountability partner to make sure that you're staying on track. Or if you get any bumps in the road, they can help you navigate campus resources as well. And then you always want to register for the next semester early. So finding out those days and times that you can come in to register so that you can make sure you get the best classes that fit your schedule. And then you can also, with a counselor, discuss the SAP appeal process should you be at risk of losing your financial aid. Counselors are available by appointment, and we meet with students in person, via Zoom, or by phone. We also have a virtual drop-in, and you can join us through Zoom or by phone, and a weekly in-person drop-in on main campus in BG07. You can register for classes with us, discuss your academic probation status, discuss career or transfer plans you might have, or discuss personal circumstances or how to navigate professor or class concerns. Now remember, fall registration tends to begin around mid-April, and spring registration tends to begin around the end of October for students on academic probation. So be sure to always register early.
And now, let's hear from a real student just like you.
From probation to progress, a student story. Behind every academic status is a student story. I was going through the death of my cousin, who I turned to for advice because I did not have strong role models growing up. He was the closest thing I had. When I found out I was on academic probation, I felt devastated and wanted to give up because I thought everything was over. I felt embarrassed and questioned whether I was smart enough for college, especially since I had to submit SAP appeals just to remain enrolled. I also felt behind compared to others my age, but I had to accept that life is not a race and everyone moves at their own pace. What we've learned is that probation is not the end of the story. The moment everything truly clicked for me was after losing my cousin Izir and seeing my younger cousin Adi now facing 40 years in prison for a homicide. That realization forced me to change my mindset and take my future more seriously. I realized that just as I had the option to give up, I also had the option to push forward. There were nights I cried, nights I laughed, and many moments where I wanted to give up more than I wanted to continue, but I kept pushing forward. This is where change begins. This is where mindset becomes action. One of the biggest changes I made was focusing on my personal well-being. I realized that if I was not mentally and emotionally stable, it would negatively affect my academic performance. Going to the gym and attending therapy played a major role in helping me stay focused, disciplined, and motivated. A major challenge I faced was comparing myself to others on social media, which made me feel like I was falling behind. To overcome these challenges, I deleted social media and began focusing on my own goals. I learned that it is okay to make sacrifices in the present to build a better future. After CCP, I plan to attend a 4-year university and work toward earning my Juris Doctor degree to become a criminal defense attorney. My goal is to make a difference, achieve financial freedom, and overcome the challenges that were placed in front of me. Now that I am in a better place academically, I would tell any student on academic probation that it is not the end, it is a second chance. Do not let one setback define you. Keep pushing, even when it is difficult. If I was able to turn things around, you can too.
And before I close, just a few reminders. You have the power to change your academic story. Life happens. We all have bumps in the road, but you can change this around. And every successful journey begins with one step. And we believe in your potential to succeed. And we're here always to help.